I've done that before where like they're getting it, they're getting it.
So-and-so's getting it. Thank you so very much.
Yep. Yeah, that one there, I give every Bob and there should be an inspection sheet that they always give you like they give you like a couple forms that might go into more detail on what they did during that. But I thought the 40K is I
Good afternoon to all those folks that are tuning in online. We got about 13 minutes before we get started here today, but look forward to a great meet. We've got the Hudson section. I think across the state, a lot of the section meets are happening today at 1 o'clock. So we'll see how those do. So we'll get back online here just before the start of the event, and we'll hopefully have a lot of fun today.
Somebody took yours. Did you set it back up here? Then somebody took it.
No, I have two now.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Got an extra one in case anybody wants it. It's here today. Packed house. All good here? All good, sir?
Guess we'll find out when the first event starts.
Come ask us when we're almost done.
So something I discovered on this fine piece of equipment.
A little dated, yeah. I'm not.
If you're not using this, so if you
I-
do this and all, watch.
I'm not.
Well, hold on.
Not even.
Not going to work even with the mouse.
It's not even working. Oh, it's way delay. I wouldn't even. Those things are.
No, there's only a tiny portion of this that actually works.
I'm not surprised. My work.
Here it is.
It's like the
This
one
is
corner.
right here. Watch. So, okay. This whole half doesn't work.
Get rid of it.
It's like right here.
I have one.
So there. This half of it doesn't work.
I hate those trackpads. The one I have for my work computer drives me nuts all the time because I'll be like trying to work on it and it'll like drag files on it. Like I always have to carry a mouse with me. No thanks.
Oh, we still have 9 minutes.
I'm not sure. I think Emmy Lou got done today with her
Yeah. You had some good swims.
breaststroke. She was just like,
That was a little rough.
yeah, I don't even know the last time she did it.
She's never done it too much.
Testing, testing.
I don't know. I say, well, it's good for you. Get out there and do it.
Yeah.
Did a 200 too.
Oh, she got DQ'd in the 100 IM.
Oh, she did get DQ'd because I saw somebody raise their hand.
Did she
and I
try to
asked-
do the crossover and go past vertical?
No, I think it was when she went from backstroke to video and I saw the official raise their hand, and I texted them and go, "She needs to get disqualified." She said she didn't, but it was when she turned to switch over to the breast, right? After that one. It was good for her. She needs it. I was happy she did it.
Yeah. Yeah, right up until it went out again during warm-up, and I had to swap boxes out again. So this cannot be moved. No touch. Oh, but there, as long as this has a mouse, I'm not concerned about it. But watch this.
Wait,
special.
is this the mouse that is in the bag with it?
No, there is nothing. In
I will
the
get
bag.
another.
This is
And we're getting a few more people coming in online, which is great. Nice to have that feature because we have an absolute packed house here in Hudson. So this is really the combination of the Big Rivers Conference and the Wisconsin Valley Conference. For the Big Rivers Conference, the Hudson Raiders won the last 3 years. The year prior to that was the COVID year, so they did not declare a champion for the Big Rivers Conference. And coming out of the Wisconsin Valley, the Stevens Point team won its 4th straight conference title, even though DC Everest had 8 events that they set new meet records in over there. So should be some great competition here between the boys. I know there's a few seniors here within this bunch that are going to be swimming collegiately next year. So it'll be fun to see these boys compete today, and wish everyone the best success across all of the teams that are participating. The way that we're set up today, for the events that we have, you'll find that on the screen you should see the individual swimmer's name or the team's name for relays. And times should also come up on the screen for you, so I won't be going through and reading times. Hopefully just providing a little color commentary and hopefully having some fun.
In line with the WIAA and Big Rivers Conference, Hudson High School requires good sportsmanship at education-based interscholastic events. Admission to an event is a privilege, and with that privilege comes responsibility. Responsibility to conduct oneself in a respectful manner where the meet is enjoyable for other fans and participants. Together, we can support this effort by appreciating the efforts of all teams, the coaches, and the officials in a positive manner. We all play an important role in providing opportunities for all participants to compete in a healthy and safe environment. Additionally, please be reminded that state law prohibits the use of alcohol and tobacco products in an area used by public schools. Finally, please, no flash photography throughout the meet, and please quiet at the start of each race. Would you all please rise if you are able and honor America by removing your hats for the national anthem. Thank you. Today's anthem was performed by Hudson High School students Tyler Sias, Ben Weaver, and Benny Brinks. Today we welcome the following schools: Chippewa Falls McDonald Central, Chippewa Falls is coached by Eric Olson and Matt Blake. We also have the team from DC Everest, coached by Kurt Deininger and McKenna Zosch. We have the team from Eau Claire, the Alliance, coached by Jake Henning, Katie Volkman, Alyssa Gottfriedson, and dive coaches Sarah Bates and Derek Black. We have the team from Holman Aquinas Luther, Onalaska, OHA, coached by Lauren Bader and Trent Preisner. We have the team from Hudson, coached by Ross Campbell, Brandon Kelso, Cody Lorenz, Sydney Sternhouse, and Emily Greenwood. We have the team from lacrosse, Logan Central and West Salem, head coach Joan Capellis, assisted by Tegan Hewitt and Steve Duffrin. We have the team from Marshfield, coached by Jason Carrolls and Katie Pisak. We have the team from Stevens Point, coached by Philip Potter and Alec Jeffers. We have the team from Superior and Northwestern, coached by Bill Punico and Kate Long. We have the team from Wausau East and West, coached by Derek Steinke, assisted by Mary Schultz and Matt Hermanath. And finally, we have the team from Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln, coached by Kristen Feltz and David Wittenberg. And let's meet our officials for this evening. First, we have Jocelyn Richard. Jocelyn lives in River Falls. She serves as our stroke and turn judge and as a diving judge in last night's sectional diving meet. Jocelyn is an instructor at the University of Wisconsin Stout in the areas of math and computer science, and she officiates USA swim meets as well. Meet Jocelyn. Our next official is Karen Cauble. Karen is from Eau Claire, working today as a stroke and turn judge, along with being a diving judge here last night. Karen has worked in the education field now as an assistant to the principal in the Chippewa Falls school system. She's an avid skier, traveling far and wide to find the right snow and downhill ski runs.
Far.
Next, we have Al Maritz, today's starter. Al lives in Downsville, Wisconsin, back in the hills. Al taught in the Menominee School District until retirement. He coached high school boys and girls teams over a 10-year period, taking athletes to state competition numerous times. Al favors hunting, fishing, and riding bicycles, teaching hunters safety. Al also is well known for making maple syrup from the many trees on his property. And if you know Al, he loves to bake, owning and operating a bakery for a while in downtown Durand. We have Al. Last but certainly not least, we have Tom Miller. Tom moved to Menominee after grad school at the University of Minnesota. Growing up, he swam with the Racine YMCA team until competing in high school and then at UW-Whitewater. Retiring from running the Menominee Hospital after 30 years, he worked assisting the CEOs at the Baldwin and Rice Lake hospitals. Tom owned a general contracting construction company. He was a zoning inspector for Dunn County and specialized in soils. He consults with small businesses and works in the Bremer Bank system. Tom excels in officiating. This is year 47 for reffing swim and dive meets as well as volleyball. In his career, he officiated over 2,500 meets for age group competition, high school, and at the collegiate level. Tom has served WIAA as the head referee at the state championship meet for boys and girls 23 times. We learned that Tom was recently recognized in the fall of 23 by the WIAA with a certificate honoring him as Official of the Year for Swimming and Diving. Congratulations, Tom. We are certainly proud of our officials. Thank you, Jocelyn, Karen, Allen, and Tom.
As we get started here, we'll be jumping into the 200 medley relay. And as we read through the different individuals, I'm actually going to pass the mic over to Stacy so that we're not both reading names and you're hearing details in the background. So it'll be a lot easier. But let's have some fun today.
In lane 3, Logan Co-op. In lane 4, Chippewa Falls McDonald. Lane 5, Wisconsin Rapids, and Lane 6, Wausau. Swimming in lane 2, Aiden Pagnucci, Sterling Duncan, Will Monroe, and Eli Benson. In lane 3 for Logan, Nathan Ivins, Daniel Lentz, Joseph Duffrin, and Brett Jeffries. In lane 4 for Chippewa Falls, Elijah Anderson, Jackson Simonson, Eric Petrowski, and Bodie Christensen. In lane 5 for Rapids, Josh Glenzer, Brady Stewart, Aiden Huser, and Alec Bourneville. And in lane 6 for Wausau, Elliot Barber, Colin Keel, Quinn Barber, and Marcus Grzinski.
And the Logan Co-op here has a pretty solid lead in the fly portion. Once again, like to welcome all those that are viewing today. It's great to have you join. Nice to have this for parents, grandparents, family, friends, etc. So like Chippewa Falls came back there and pulled into the lead over the Logan Co-op there. And looks like Chip will take this one home, although it's getting close. And Chippewa A in first there for that time. We do not have time showing up on the screen, so we will get that corrected.
Up next, heat 2, the boys 200
Too sweet.
relay.
Well, we got a bit of a technical difficulty here. We're going to do the testing, so we're going to just take a short break while we get the timing pads and the starting to make sure that it's functioning appropriately. Just wait. I'll tell you when. And just need a minute here. Just wouldn't be a swim meet if we didn't have some technical difficulties.
There are concessions available in the cafeteria, and Northwestern is here selling sectional gear. I think they have t-shirts, sweatshirts, and the like. So check out the cafeteria for all your food and clothing needs.
And we're just trying to get the starter working. All the systems seem to be functioning fine. We were testing beforehand, and everything was all a go. And names were pushing over, and we got the names. And now we're just waiting for the system to start appropriately or so. This is requiring the old-fashioned reboot of the computer, which is always the number one go-to anytime you got phone problems. When's the last time you turned it off? Turn it back on. Fixes a lot of problems. Technology is great in many ways, but we also have some fun along the way too. So just give us another minute here while we're rebooting the computer system. We'll be back at it here shortly. All right, computer is back up and booted here. Just give us 1 minute. Hopefully we can do a test start and we'll be... You ready? Okay. I'll go tell them. Well, we rebooted, and it did not take, so we are trying one more thing here.
She's rebooting.
All right, we think we may have found the issue. Very hopeful that we have found the issue. And we're getting a little rowdiness down on the pool deck. Some excitement from the swimmers. People feeling hopeful. I'm feeling hopeful. I hope you're feeling hopeful. The beauty is, for those of you at home, you just can kick back and maybe get an extra errand done. Write a few more notes. Yes. We've got connection. Wait. Just wait. All right. We are now moving on.
Okay, I think we're in business. Thank you so much for your patience as we work through these technical issues. This is heat 2 of the boys 200-yard medley relay. Swinging lane 2 will be the team from Marshfield. In lane 3, the team from Stevens Point. In lane 4, Hudson. Lane 5, DC Everest. Lane 6, Eau Claire Alliance. And lane 7, Holman Co-op.
All right. So we got heat 2 of 2 for the 2 medley relay. And the boys are in the water. We got a tight race here between DC Everest and Hudson. And both are jumping in the water at the same time. And Hudson has a little bit of a lead. about a body length. Hudson swapped out a swimmer from last week where they won conference. I believe DC Everest had a winning time for their swim. And it looks like Everest is caught up to Hudson here in the first 25 leg. And they've pulled into the lead. I believe this is David Mayer jumping in the water and Ben Schreiber for Hudson. And a 1:34.57 for DC Everest. That is faster than last week for that team. Nice job. The win goes to DC Everest, second for Hudson. Third there was Eau Claire Alliance, and looks like fourth was the Marshfield team. That is a new pool record for that event. Does not. Previous pool record was a 136.90.
The boys were given their awards last night, but we'd like to also recognize them here today. So in 7th place, from the Eau Claire Alliance, Logan Prunty.
Congrats to the DC Everest boys there.
Was Dirk Van West. In 5th place, from Eau Claire Alliance, was Keegan Black. In 4th place, from the Eau Claire Alliance, was Owen Black. In 3rd place, from the Eau Claire Alliance, was Gabrick Hollenbeck. In 2nd place, from Marshfield, was Alec Martin. And in 1st place in diving last night, from Hudson, Isaac McKenzie.
Those are the divers from last evening. Congrats to all those competitors. Isaac will be going on to state. There might even be another. I guess I didn't get a chance to see the rest of the rankings across the state.
This is event 3, the boys 200-yard freestyle. This is heat 1 of 3. In lane 3 for DC Everest, Vance Wendorsky. In lane 4 for Superior, Hugo Whitkopf. And in lane 5 for Wisconsin Rapids, David Lee.
All right, we got 3 heats of the 200 free relay here. And the boys in the water, we've got Vance, Hugo, and David. This is a bit of a mixed bag, a middle distance swim, if you will. It's certainly competition where you are pushing yourself the entire race, almost at a sprint pace. At the beginning of the meet, we got a chance to thank the officials. A lot of those officials worked the region pretty well here in the western part of the state. See them quite often at a lot of the events. Certainly appreciate all the work that they do. Also just like to give a shout out to Subhouse locally here. They've done a lot of work for the Hudson swim team anyway, just getting all of the sandwiches for the boys on their away meets, any of the traveling events that they have, and certainly appreciate the sub house here. Won't be disappointed if you stop by downtown Hudson on the main drag down there, and you'll find a great sub with the sub house. Just to work more to the mid-region of the state, stop by Hewitt's Meats for some brats for the big game tomorrow night. Nothing wrong with having a brat during the Super Bowl, especially with this unseasonal weather we have right now. It's perfect grilling weather. Big shout out to Hewitt's over in Marshfield. All right, moving on to Heat 2.
Next up, Heat 2 of 3 of the boys' 200-yard freestyle.
And for Heat 2, we've got a full set.
Swimming in lane 1, Jackson Simonson, Chippewa Falls. In lane 2, Jackson Blake, Chippewa Falls.
And you can see all the names there and their times and their splits, so saves me from having to read each of those off.
In lane 5, Benjamin Swoll, DC Everest. In lane 6, Seth Russell, Oha. And in lane 7, Noah Stewart, Logan.
And the boys are coming in here for the final push. I think we've got a touchpad that we need to swap out here before the next race. And just coming in under 2 minutes there. Nice job for DC Everest, Benjamin, and Evan out of Eau Claire. First and second in that heat. And we're just swapping out a touchpad here. Just one quick short moment here. And in this upcoming heat, we've got Eau Claire Memorial, three kids from Stevens Point, a couple of Hudson boys, one from Marshfield, and also, two from the Eau Claire Alliance team.
Up next, Heat 3 of the boys 200-yard freestyle.
All set, back in business. Boys are in the water.
Swinging lane 1 for Eau Claire Alliance, Ben Scutley. In lane 2, Cooper Gunderson, Stevens Point. Lane 3, Henry Bowling, Stevens Point. Lane 4, Andrew Hansen, Hudson. Lane 5, Jacob Rossi, Eau Claire Alliance. Lane 6, Jacob
We got a few of the boys that's used to swimming against one another. Jacob Rossi and Andrew swim side by side in a few of the dual meets. 22.95 for Andrew on that first split. That's pretty solid. Andrew has a solid lead here. Assuming he doesn't stop and touch the bottom, he should take this one home. 25-16 there. We'll see if he can keep it going. Jacob Rossi in second right now, holding his own there. And it looks to be a pretty solid race for third right now. Andrew's pushing himself. Going to make the turn at 1:13.58, 25 there. We'll see what he can come back at. 1:38.06 is the pool record. Paul DeLakis has that record. Andrew's going to really have to go hard. We'll see if he can somehow get in. And he touches a 1:38.33, just over the pool record, but still a great swim. So great swim by Andrew, and Jacob Rossi in second there, 1:51.80. Nice job, Jacob. Henry Bowling out of Stevens Point with third at a 1:53.23. All right, so 2 races, 2 records. That's a new school record that Andrew's replacing his name on, but did not take down the record that Paul DeLakis has, and that will stand. I believe Paul got that back in 2018 or 19 at the sectional meet here in Hudson. And we'll do the awards here for the medley relay. As I mentioned earlier, we'll get the announcement out. DC Everest had And as I mentioned, the DC Everest boys set a new pool record here with their swim. We'll get that announcement out here shortly.
Says it's Wausau East and West. So just say Wausau.
Could the relay teams from Wausau, La Crosse, Chippewa Falls, Marshfield, Eau Claire, Stevens Point, Hudson, and DC Everest please report to the awards table? Actually, to the podiums, please.
After we get through these awards, we'll then go to the 50 freestyle. There we've got 5 heats of the 50, and then we'll have a short break. Give some kids a break before we then come back for the 100 butterfly, 100 free, and then the 500 free.
Relay. In 8th place, the team from Wausau, Elliot Barber, Colin Feel, Quinn Barber, and Marcus Krasinski. In 7th place, the team from La Crosse Co-op, Nathan Ivins, Daniel Lenz, Joseph Duffrin, and Brett Jeffries. In 6th place, the team from Chippewa Falls, Elijah Anderson, Jackson Simonson, Eric Petrowski, and Bodie Christensen. In 5th place, the team from Marshfield, Zachary Cahart, Joshua Peters, Simon Daggett, and Kevin Booth. In 4th place, the team from Eau Claire, Everett Hodorowski, Zhao Zhang, Gabe Secker, and Jacob Rossi. In 3rd place, the team from Stevens Point, Tony Ratzik, Landon Bicknays, William Gargalock, and Hayden Ackerland. In second place, the team from Hudson, Jarrett Mollis, Brady Wainapa, Kent Zern, and Ben Schreiber. And in first place, with a new pool record final time of 1 minute 34.57 seconds, the team from DC Everest, Will Van Ermen, Adam Swedlin, Keaton Barwick, and David Mayer.
Congrats to the DC Everest team there. All right, on to the 50 free. Like I said, we've got a quick race here. These will go pretty fast. We've got 5 heats here for the boys. Coming in, David Mayer has the fastest seed time at a 20:80 on this event. Oh, sorry about that. We are on the 200 IM, not the 50. I bet there were people at home that were calling me on that. If you only had a way to text me, and I'm guessing that, who knows, maybe someone did. But we got the 200 IM. And for the 200 IM, we've got 3 heats here. Top seed for this event is Brady Wainapa with a 157.85 in the third heat. Looks like Will Van Ermen and Gabe Secker also down in the low 2s. If they could drop some time, it have a good shot for them making it to state as well. The way that, for those of you that wonder how you make it to state, there are, I believe, 6 section meets across the state. Each of those races will happen today, and the top 24 make it onto state for those fastest today. However, the one exception is if you win a race at a given section event, that is an automatic entry into state. So it may be that someone was faster than you, but if you won at your given section meet, you get an automatic entry into state and have one of those 24 spots. We got a tight race here between Marshfield and Chippewa Falls, and looks like Bodie's going to bring that one home with a 2:17.08. Good job, boys. On to heat 2. And they're in the water. Couple Marshfield swimmers in the water here. A couple Hudson swimmers. Stevens Point and Eau Claire. This is heat 2 of the boys 200 IM. got a pretty good race here between Tyler Sias and Landon. Out of point in the breaststroke here. And Landon has extended his lead. Tyler's pushing hard. We'll see if Landon can come back and put a good time on the board here. Looks like he'll be in the 2 minutes, 6 seconds, .99. Nice swim. Great drop from Landon there. About 3.5 seconds. And on to the final heat for the boys. 2 IM. As I mentioned, the top seed for this event coming in. Lane 4, Brady Wainapaw. Hudson, he has a 157.85. On either side of him, Will Van Erman with a 203 flat. And Gabe Secker out of Eau Claire with a 204.56. Looks like some pretty nice drops across the board for a number of the guys there. Looks like we are once again swapping out a timing pad. And I believe this time we're down in late 8. Again, just joyful time in technology. I guess there were some comments from the kids that the touchpads were slipping a little bit, so just want to make sure we're getting these tested here. And We'll be back up and running. Apologize for this slight delay here, but there we go. We're good now. All right, should be good. Tested all of those. All right, we'll get her back in race mode here and get these guys in the water. All right, once again, 200 yard IM. Boy, I'm rusty here. 200 yard IM. Final heat. Have swimmers in lanes 2 through 7. And Brady just has the first touch there, barely. Good racing, though. This is a solid race here. Will over there in lane 5, currently in the lead in the backstroke. Gabe's staying right with them, as is Ben Mercatoris over there in lane 6. And the first turn is for Will Van Ermen. Onto the breast. And Brady has now just come back to take the lead. Gabe's hanging tough. Making the final push. On to the free for Brady and Will and Gabe. All are now on to the final push here. Brady's still got a pretty solid lead. And Brady's pushing hard here to get in. And he will swim a 155.69. And Will in with a 158. Also a great drop for Will. Nice job. Good job, boys. Well done. pool record in that event was a 149.69.
Bowling, Rossi and Hansen, and the head coach from Hudson. Please report to the diving boards.
No, everything's been good. Just that one, we got that fixed. I don't see any.
And we will pass it over here for the awards for the 200-yard freestyle.
And these are your results for the boys' 200-yard freestyle. In 8th place from DC Everest, Benjamin Soul. In 7th place from Eau Claire Alliance, Ben Scutley. In 6th place from Marshfield, Carson Klum. In 5th place from Hudson, Ben Weaver. In 4th place from Stevens Point, Jacob Faust. In 3rd place from Stevens Point, Henry Bowling. In 2nd place from the Eau Claire Alliance, Jacob Rossi. And in 1st place with a new school record of 1 minute 38.33 seconds from Hudson, Andrew Hansen.
Now we'll be going on to the boys 50 free event. We'll have 5 heats. All right. Well, some great races there in the past. It's just hard to know what's fast right now in the state, but traditionally that 155 would be. Brady will certainly be going because he won today, but Will's time also is solid. That has a real great shot of getting to state, and I would say Gabe's as well. I mean, we've had years where 201 has gone to state, so I think that there'll be a shot that he'll be able to make it down there. Later on this evening, the WIAA will be posting all the results from the various section events. And the boys are in the water. Ooh. Marshfield out on the bookends there. What's what they called outside smoke. Boys are tapering well, swimming well. They must have recently eaten at Hewitt's, if I'm guessing correctly. Good job, boys. Nice swim. 24-9 for first place there for Ryan Grassman. Well done. Good racing. On to heat 2.
Next up, heat 2 of the 50-yard freestyle. Swimming in lane 2, Elliot Harding, Wausau. Lane 2, Ryan Stiver, Rapids. Lane 3, James Richardson.
Pretty tight race across the board here.
Lucian Johnson, Chippewa.
Looks like
6, Brecken Van,
right now,
Cuz, Wausau,
Lucian
Dakin, Logan.
and Brecken kind of neck and neck there in lane 5 and 6. Oh, and it looks really close. That was 4/100ths of a second away from one another. Well done. Good job, boys. On to heat 3.
Next up, heat 3 of the 50-yard freestyle. Swimming in lane 1, Luke Olson, Holman. Lane 2, Parker Wolf, Logan. Lane 3, Luke O'Connor, Wisconsin Rapids. Lane 4, Brady Stewart,
Looks like out there in lane 6,
Quinn Barber.
Sully.
Lane 6, Sully Hance.
Sully Hance
7, Xavier Gill,
holding the lead, but oh, look out. Brady's coming on hot. This is going to be tight, really close. Good racing, boys. Also a tight race. 7/100ths off between Sully and Quinn there, but Sully did hang on. 25-8-3. Good job. Some excitement there in the water. Good job. Good sportsmanship.
Heat 4 of the 50-yard freestyle.
On to heat 4. And they're in the water.
Deacon Durnall, Holman. Lane 2, Aiden Cruiser, Rapids. Lane 3, Hayden Williams, Stevens Point. Lane 4, Gavin Stelzer, Stevens Point. Lane 5, Marcus Brzezinski, Wausau. Lane 6, Rock Hansen, Holman. Lane 7, William Gutblock, Stevens Point. And Lane 8, Brett Jeffries.
And it looks like really close there between lane 7 and lane 4. And that's a tie. Oh, nope, sorry. I was looking at 24-24 and 23-24.
Next, final heat.
But you want to talk about close. Lane 7, William Gargluck at a 23-24. And over in lane 4, it was a 23-24. Really close.
From Marshfield, Henry Helbling. Lane 2, Joe
David Mayer in the water here. David has the top seed right now, but we got a race between David and Keaton.
Barwick, DC.
Keaton Barwick in lane 5. David Mayer.
Lane 7, Wes Hawley, DC.
These guys are hammering,
Brasley, Point.
and they are going to come in and touch at a 28-2 for David Mayer. And Keaton coming in at a 21-27.
With the head coach for Hudson and the following 8 swimmers, please report to the diving boards for the 200 IM awards. Beatty, Sias, Pegnici, Bignays, Mercator, Secker, Van Herman, and Mankind.
All right, we are going to have a little break here. That was close to a pool record. The pool record currently sits at a 20.71, and David came in at a 20.82. Good solid swim, though. That will be placed very nicely at state, I would say. All right, we're going to go through the awards here for the 2IM. So we're going to do the 2IM awards, and then we'll we'll be getting the awards done, and then
These are the awards for the 200 IM. In 8th place from Hudson, Murphy Beatty. In 7th place from Hudson, Tyler Sias. In 6th place from Superior, Paolo Pagnucci. In 5th place from Stevens Point, Landon Bicknays. In 4th place from Eau Claire Alliance, Ben Mercatoris. In 3rd place from the Eau Claire Alliance, Gabe Secker. In 2nd place from DC Everest, Will Van Ermen. And in 1st place from Hudson, Brady Wainapa. The pool is now open for a 15-minute warm-up. The pool is now open. Thank you.
And we're not currently being overridden by anything.
And a quick FYI, this meet is on Meet Mobile, so if you subscribe to that app, Meet Mobile is live with the results from today's sectional meet. Actually, no.
Oh, that's not what she said. You were this one or this one. Do you want mint?
right, we're ready to get started here. This is event 6, the boys 100-yard butterfly. Swimming in lane 3 for DC Everest, Alexander Jellin. In lane 4 for Chippewa Falls, Elijah Anderson. And in lane 5 for Superior, Wakinya Fish. Up next, heat 2 of the boys 100-yard butterfly. Swimming in lane 2 for Wausau, Quinn Barber. Lane 3, Bryson Henslin, Wisconsin Rapids. Lane 4, Marcus Krasinski, Wausau. Lane 5, Eli Benson, Superior. And in lane 6, Joseph Duffrin, Logan. Up next, heat 3 of 4 of the boys 100-yard butterfly. Swimming in lane 2 for Stevens Point, Keegan Brown. In lane 3, Will Monroe, Superior. Lane 4, Ben Weaver, Hudson. Lane 5, Henry Madsen.
All right, we're in heat 3 of 4 here. We got a tight race between Ben Weaver and looks like Will Monroe. Ben's holding on here. Henry Matzek over in lane 5 also. Ben with a 57.62. That a boy. Henry in second, 58.76. Keegan, Will, Aiden, and Alexander all coming in.
Up next, we have
And here for the 100 fly, we've got 4 swimmers. William Gargaluk out of Stevens Point has the fastest seed time by tenths of a second. 200ths over Keaton Barwick. Should be a tight race.
Hudson. Lane 4, William Gargaluk, Stevens Point. Lane 5, Keaton Barwick, DC Everest. Lane 6, Simon Daggett, Marshfield. And in lane 7, Ben Bartlett.
All right, nice tight race here. Look at that, all 4 of them coming in, about to touch the wall at the same time, making the turn. We got a race. This is fun. These boys are pushing themselves pretty hard here. Jarrett, William, Keaton, and Simon. Everybody's pulling hard here. Oh my goodness, we got a tight one. Let's see here. It looks like Jarrett's got just a tight. Oh, he just got. Jarrett just out-touched him. Came in a little soft there, but just out-touched William. 52.04 for Jarrett. 52.21, really close. Keaton and Simon also right there with the outside with Gabe and Ben. Really also cutting time for both those guys. So good race across the board. That was fun.
For the 50 free awards, Polly, Stelzer, Gargaluk, Razik, Dizelle, Daggett, Petrowski, Barwick, and Mayer. I do have your team scores through event 5. Currently in 11th place with 8 points, the co-op from Holmen. In 10th place with 19 points, Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln. In 9th place, the co-op team from Wausau with 29 points. In 8th place, the co-op team from La Crosse Logan with 31 points. In 7th place, with 33 points, the team from Superior. In 6th place, with 56 points, the team from Chippewa Falls. In 5th place, with 109 points, the team from Marshfield. In 4th place, with 121 points, the team from DC Everest. In 3rd place, with 124 points, the team from Stevens Point. In 2nd place, with 131 points, the team from Hudson. And currently in 1st place, the Eau Claire Alliance with 165 points. And here are your results for the boys 50-yard freestyle. We have a tie in 8th place. In 8th, from DC Everest West, Polly. Also in 8th place, from Stevens Point, Gavin Stelzer. In 7th place, from Stevens Point, William Gargaluk. In 6th place, from Stevens Point, Tony Rassick. In 5th place, from Superior, Joey Dizelle. In 4th place, from Marshfield, Simon Daggett. In 3rd place, from Chippewa Falls, Eric Petrowski. In 2nd place, from DC Everest, Keaton Barwick. And in first place, from DC Everest, David Mayer.
All right. Good racing, boys. That was fun. 100 fly. That was a great race. Now going from the 100 fly to the 100 free. Top time in this event is under David Mayer with a 46.67.
Swimming in lane 3 from Wisconsin Rapids, Ryder Steiber. In lane 4, Cole Gillis, Chippewa Falls. And in lane 5, Merrick Puz, Wausau.
And in the 100 free here, we've got 4 heats. Next closest time to David Mayer out in the 4th heat will be Eric Petrowski out of Chippewa Falls. Nice job. Cole in with the 103. About a 4-second drop for Cole there, almost 5. Well done.
Up next, heat 2 of the boys, 100-yard freestyle.
Each of the boys there had drops in their races. All right, and they're in the water.
Lane 1 for Wausau, Brecken Bangkok. In lane 2, Ashton Zwiefelacher, Chippewa Falls. In lane 3, Salvador Nagy Holman. In lane 4, Josh Glenzer, Wisconsin Rapids. Lane 5, Sully Hands, Wausau. Lane 6, Luke O'Connor, Wisconsin Rapids. Lane 7, Jack Place, Wausau. And in lane 8, James Richardson, Logan.
Ooh, nice solid lead there. Looks like it's Sully again. Sully coming on strong today, having a solid meet. Must have tapered perfectly. Lanes 2 and 3 also coming in pretty strong. Sub 1 minute swims there. All of those boys drop time in their race. A lot of excitement there from Sully. That's great.
4 of the boys, 100-yard freestyle. Swimming in lane 1, Daniel Lenz, Lacrosse Logan Report. Lane 2, Alex Warnville, Wisconsin Rapids. Lane 3, Danny Hunt, Oha. Lane 4, Connor Hoffman, Stevens Point. Lane 5, Gavin Stelzer, Stevens Point. Lane 6, Connor Wilson, Superior. Lane 7, Brett Jeffries, Logan. And in lane 8,
Nice. Gavin's got a good start here. 24.82 in his first 50. With a few other guys very close. Connor Hoffman right on his tail. On to the final heat here. Again, David Mayer in lane 4. Top time coming into this race.
So lane 1, West Collie to Seaverist. Lane 2, Henry Hillblake.
A lot of guys looking to drop some time here. Grant Slavsky over in lane 7 there, looking to drop some time. David's got a solid lead. All out sprint. And David's got the first turn there with Eric right on his feet. And a 4.5.64 for David Mayer. Great swim, David. Nice job. Also, Eric Petrowski, 47.43. He's got a shot making it to state, and the others will be relatively close, just on the other side there.
Would the head coach from Hudson and the following swimmers please report to the diving well for the 100 butterfly awards? Matzik, Weaver, Mercator, Secker, Daggett, Barwick, Gargalak, and Mollis.
All right. That time for David likely will be in the top 8 down at state, I would suspect. It's a good swim. All right. On next to the 500 free. We've got a few viewers today. Eclipsed the 100 mark. We're on 126 viewers today from across the U.S. and maybe even further beyond. I guess we shall see.
Here we go, your results for the boys. 100-yard butterfly. In 8th place from Hudson, Henry Matzik. In 7th place from Hudson, Ben Weaver. In 6th place from the Eau Claire Alliance, Ben Mercatoris. In 5th place from the Eau Claire Alliance, Gabe Secker. In 4th place from Marshfield, Simon Daggett. In 3rd place from DC Everest, Keaton Barwick. In 2nd place from Stevens Point, William Gargalak. And in 1st place from Hudson, Jarrett Mollis.
Okay, jumping into the 500 free. We've got, I believe, 3 heats of the 500 free. This is your opportunity to kick back and chill, as they say. Although some of these times coming in, the first races will likely be, make it someone to eclipse that 6-minute mark. Next heat should be around the 5:30 to 6 mark, and then following heat will probably have 4.5 to 5:25 maybe, give or take. So we got some time.
Wisconsin Rapids, David Lee. In lane 4, Noah Stewart, Logan Co-op. In lane 5, Trevor Peterson, Superior. And in
Hopefully you got a good seat where you can kick back and relax a little bit. These boys have a few laps to swim. Be a good workout here for them. They'll deserve a big old steak tonight, or maybe a brat. Who knows? All kinds of options. Speaking of options for choices, Hewitt's Meats has some great choices for protein for these boys when they get done with their swim today. Steaks, pork chops, pulled pork, brats, dogs, you name it. One of the top places in central Wisconsin. We got a front runner here. Looks like lane 4, Noah Stewart, coming out hot. He says, I want to go for a little PR today. Hopefully he can hold his time up. Mid-30 split there for Noah. He's got open water. He's got the pool to himself out there. Just out for a nice Sunday stroll. Trevor's starting to distance himself a little bit from Kyle and David. And those two might put on a good race at the end. Let's hope so, huh? Noah's getting pushed out there by his teammate, telling him, hey, go faster, go faster. He's saying, I'm trying. And 36-8-1 in that split. Welcome back to any of those that may have stepped away for a little bathroom break. We are still in the first heat of the boys 500 free. Once again, we've got 3 heats here. And there's the wake-up call in the pool. If anyone was napping. That'll get you every time. I think so, but I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. All right, so Noah makes it happen, gets it done, has a big drop. His entry time was 6:08. That's an 18-second drop, ladies and gentlemen. Nice work, Noah. Trevor entered a 6:12. Actually, a slight add on his part there. And the other two also with just putting a little bit of time on their previous times. Moving on to Heat 2.
Up next, Heat 2 of the boys 500-yard freestyle.
Still time to step away. Grab that beverage of choice out of the fridge. Maybe a snack. And they're in the water. Let's see who's ready to throw down on this heat. Cut some big time. I don't know that anyone's going to top what Noah did there with an 18-second drop. My man. We got a pretty tight race here as we start out this 500. Lanes 4, 5, and 6 just hanging. Evans saying, hey, don't go too far, boys. I want to be in this party too. Trying to stay with them there. Right now, just a slight advantage for, looks like, Warwick and Carlos. Yeah, Bodie's saying not so fast, boys. Not so fast. And yet Evans still saying, hang on. I got something here. I tell you what, we got a race. Oh, we got a new leader. Bodie. Out in front. Overtakes Warwick and Carlos. And Evan is right with those guys, and Evan's trying to overtake Bodie. There's a lot of twists and turns in this race, ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes you go out a little too hot. Yes. This is good stuff here. I like it. Stroke for stroke. And now Evans got the lead. Man, hopefully you guys are keeping track of this at home. First, we had a nice three-way tie there going between Bodie, Warwick, and Carlos. Then Warwick and Carlos, they took off, and they had a little bit of a lead. And then Bodie and Evans said, hang on. And then all of a sudden, Bodie takes the lead. He gets it for about a 50. And then Evan comes on and takes the lead and still has it right now. His coach is cheering him on the side. Oofta. It is good stuff. Evan still looks like he's got a little bit of a advantage here. Almost a full body length over Bodie. A few more turns in the wall. All right. Oh, boy. Wake up. Little bolt of energy there. Turning the jets on. Hammer time. Dropping the hammer, as they say. Evan pushing hard. The Superior coach is telling his team to kick. Throwing his clipboard up in front of the camera. It's all good. Nice job. 5:23 for Evan. Let's see if he had a bigger drop than Noah from the last race. 5:23. Evan coming in had a 5:41. Right on the button. I think Evan actually might have had a little bit more of a drop.
Up next, Heat 3, final heat of the boys 500-yard freestyle.
All right. And in this final heat, we got the top qualifier with the lowest seed time of 4:32.86 for Andrew Hansen. Andrew out of Hudson currently holds the state record in this event with a 4:24 that he swam last year.
Swimming in lane 1 for Hudson, Murphy, Beatty. In lane 2, Cooper, Gunderson, Stevens Point. In lane 3, Benjamin Sewell, DC Everest. In lane 4, Andrew Hansen, Hudson.
Andrew's taking it out a little hot.
Bowling, Stevens Point. In lane 6,
Benjamin out of DC Everest also looking to
in lane 7, Kent
have a little bit of a lead over the rest of the squad, but lanes 6, 5 through 8 all holding pretty close. Always fun to see the splits, see how kids can hold their times. Andrew holding a 26:17 there. Benjamin at a 29, sub 30. Good job. Rest of the guys kind of right around that 30 range. $27.10 for Andrew. Kent's making a push out there in lane 7. Kent Zern. Benjamin down 31-17. Jacob Rossi with a 30-52 in that split. $27.44 for Andrew. And a pretty solid race here for second place between Jacob Rossi, Kent Zern, and Benjamin. Andrew with a 27.62. Coach is pushing him a little bit here. And Jacob making the turn there in second right now. Got a little bit of a lead over Kent Zern. Andrew with a 28.42. Jacob solidly in second right now. Kent Zern in third. The rest of the boys making their turns. And Jacob extending his lead for second place there. Andrews, looks like Andrews catching up with the rest of the field right now. And Kent's kind of got a hold on third right now. Henry, lane 5, right neck and neck for third. Andrew's going to get the horn here in a second. Andrew's going to have to push it really hard if he wants to try and get in under his seed time, but that 4:32 should be a pretty solid seed time. And right now, Andrew's coming in for the finish. Jacob Rossi still in second there. He's got another 50 to go. Andrew pushes and comes in with a 4:33.71. Just a little bit outside of his seed time. Not too bad considering he's still been pushing himself pretty hard in practice right now. And Jacob Rossi in second place, with Henry coming in third, and looks like Kent is going to touch in fourth there, 31-48 in that last split.
With the head coach for DC Everest and the following swimmers, please report to the dive here's your awards for the boys 100-yard freestyle. In 8th place from Stevens Point, Gavin Stelzer. In 7th place from Marshfield, Carson Klum. In 6th place from Hudson, Grant Slavsky. In 5th place from DC Everest, Wes Polly. In 4th place from Superior, Joey Dizelle. In 3rd place from the Lacrosse Co-op, Nathan Ivins. In 2nd place from Chippewa Falls, Eric Petrowski. And in 1st place from DC Everest, David Mayer.
Congrats, gentlemen. Good swims across the board. Hopefully we'll have a few of those guys get into state. Besides David, we shall see.
This is event 9, the boys 200-yard freestyle relay. This is heat 1 of 2.
On to the 200 free relay.
The team from Logan, Nathan Ivins, Daniel Lenz, Joseph Duffrin, and Brett Jeffries. In lane 4, the team from Wausau, Sully Hands, Quinn Barber, Brecken Bansick, and Marcus Grzinski. And in lane 5, the team from Holman Co-op, Danny Ott, Luke Olson, Alexander Cayasso, and Brock Hansen.
All right, for the 200 free relay here, we've got 2 heats. And into the wall first there, over in lane 5. It's the Holman Co-op.
Next up, heat 2, final heat of event 9, boys 200-yard freestyle relay. Swimming in lane 1, the team from Chippewa Falls, Odin Christensen, Jackson Blake, Elijah Anderson, and Eric Petrowski. In lane 2, the team from Stevens Point, Tony Razik, Gavin Stelzer,
Marshfield
Ackerland, and William.
out in the lead here.
In lane 3, the team from Marshfield, Simon Daggett, Carson Clark,
Really tight.
and Evelyn. In lane 4, the team from DC Everest, Will Mayer, Michael Hudson, Wes Polly, and David Mayer. In lane 5, the team from Hudson, Grant Slavsky, Ben Schreiber, Ben Weaver, and Adrian Zell.
Real solid lead there for DC Everest. And all the boys are in the water. And Everest is in first here. Looks like they'll bring it home. David in with 20-25 for Andrew in that split. 20-33 for David. Mayer. 127-10 for DC Everest. That was a drop for them, a drop for Hudson.
Would the head coach from Hudson and the following swimmers in the 500 free please report to the diving well?
A couple of really fast swims there in lane 4 and 5. DC Everest taking it home.
These are your results for the 500 freestyle. In 8th place, from Eau Claire Alliance, Evan Heers. In 7th place, from Hudson, Murphy Beatty. In 6th place, from DC Everest, Benjamin Soule. In 5th place, from the Eau Claire Alliance, Ben Scutley. In 4th place, from Hudson, Kent Zern. In 3rd place, from Stevens Point, Henry Bowling. In 2nd place, from the Eau Claire Alliance, Jacob Rossi. And in 1st place with a new pool record of 4 minutes 33.71 seconds, from Hudson, Andrew Hansen. I also have our team scores through the 500 available. In 11th place with 21 points, Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln. In 10th place with 29 points, the co-op team from Holman. In 9th place with 37 points, the co-op from Wausau. In 8th place with 59 points, the lacrosse co-op. In 7th place with 66 points, the team from Superior. In 6th place with 88 points, the team from Chippewa Falls. In 5th place with 150 points, the team from Marshfield. In 4th place with 184 points, the team from DC Everest. In 3rd place with 189 points, Stevens Point. And currently tied for first with 234 points, the teams from Hudson and the Eau Claire Alliance. Up next, event 10, the boys 100-yard backstroke.
All right, 100-yard back. We're on the final stretch here. We got the 100 back, 100 breast, and the 400 free relay.
Swimming in lane 2 from Wausau, Elliott Barber. Lane 3, Caldenberg, Dixie Everest. In lane 4, Hayden Kidd, Chippewa Falls. In lane 5, Colton Irwin, Chippewa Falls. And in lane 6, Zombarnegi, Holman, Kohat.
And for the 100 back, we've got 3 heats. Pretty good race here between the lanes 4, 5, and 6. With it looks like Hayden touching the wall first. Shy high. 107.28.
Up next, heat 2 of the boys 100-yard backstroke.
Full slate here. And they're off.
In lane 1 from Superior, Arthur Field. In lane 2,
Like lane 5 with
lane 3,
Caden Nelson out of
Chippewa Falls.
Eau Claire Alliance. Well, really close between Hayden and Caden.
Lane 6, Warwick Grannis, Oha. Lane 7,
Caden's pulling away a little bit here,
and in lane 8, David Nylander, Superior.
but once again, flipping around this same time. Elijah saying, hey, don't leave me out of this. Nice work. Caden first, Hayden second. Elijah coming in third there. All right, final heat.
Final heat of the boys 100-yard backstroke.
100 back. And then we'll be jumping over to the 100 breast, which we've got 5 heats of the 100 breaststroke. Goodness.
Swing in lane 1 for Marshfield, Zachary K. Hart. Lane 2, Jacob Faust, Stevens Point. Lane 3, Tony Mrazek, Stevens Point.
Will and Jarrett both making the turn first.
5, Will Wynn.
Looks to be a pretty good race here.
Lane 6, Everett Podorowski, Eau Claire Alliance. Lane 7, August Castro, Hudson. And lane 8, Hayden Kagnishi, Superior.
Jarrett getting a little bit out in front of Will. Tony looking like he's moving into third place. see if Jarrett can hang on here. It looks like he's got a full body on Will, but Will's pushing really hard. Pushing hard. Hopefully both those boys can make it to state. Jarrett gets to touch the wall first. 50-93 with Will under the 51-96. Followed by Tony, 55-2. Good work, boys. Good job.
Would the head coach from DC Everest and the following relay teams for the 200 free relay please head to the diving well for awards? A team from Holman, Chippewa Falls, Eau Claire, Superior, Stevens Point, Marshfield, Hudson, and DC Everest.
All right. 2 more races left today, ladies and gentlemen. 3:22. We're doing all right. Doing all right, especially with a couple of technical difficulties there. Augie's really happy with his swim. And the 100 back, that's good. Must have had a nice drop. August missed the conference meet last week and was sick at Hudson, so good to see him back and healthy and swimming to help his team out.
And here are your awards for the boys' 200-yard freestyle relay. In 8th place, the team from Holman Co-op, Danny Ott, Luke Olson, Alexander Cayasso, and Brock Hansen. In 7th place, the team from Chippewa Falls, Bodie Christensen, Jackson Blake, Elijah Anderson, and Eric Petrowski. In 6th place, the team from Eau Claire Alliance, Gerald Stye, Will Rossi, Miguel Frome, and Ben Mercatoris. In 5th place, the team from Superior, Paolo Pagnucci, Noah Craig Romig, Eli Benson, and Joey Duzel. In 4th place, the team from Stevens Point, Tony Razik, Gavin Stelzer, Hayden Ackerland, and William Garglock. In 3rd place, the team from Marshfield, Simon Daggett, Kevin Booth, Carson Klum, and Henry Hilbelink. In 2nd place, the team from Hudson, Grant Slavsky, Ben Schreiber, Ben Weaver, and Andrew Hansen. And in 1st place, the team from DC Everest, Will Van Erman, Keaton Barwick, Wes Polly, and David Mayer. Next up, we have event 11, the boys 100-yard breaststroke. This is heat 1 of 5.
Five heats of the 100 breast.
Swimming in lane 3 for the Holman Co-op, Johnny Steele. Lane 4, Camden Bacon. Logan Co-op. And in lane 5, Gabe Driscoll.
Johnny, Camden, and Gabe here. Oop. Camden pulling back a little far, but so far so good. Let's looks like Camden's gonna bring her home here for the first heat, with Gabe not too far behind. And Johnny. Oh, Johnny. He's pushing the finish off here. Trying to get in under 2 minutes, and does with a 1:55.
Up next, heat 2 of the boys 100
All
yards.
right, on to heat 2. After that, we've got 2 more races left, or 2 more heats in the 400 free relay after we finish up these last 3 heats here.
Lane 3, Wild Whitcock, Superior. Lane 4, Sterling Duncan, Superior. Lane 5, Dean Lansing, Chimney Falls. Lane 6,
It's like Wild's trying to
and in lane 7, Nicholson, Oha.
get out in front, but these 4 boys are pretty close to one another here. Keeping it pretty tight. Turns happening. The 4 still kind of staying pretty close to one another. And looks like Wild held on. Coming in first there, 114.
Up next, heat 3 of 5 of the boys 100 yards.
And we got 3 more heats here this event. And they're off.
Swimming in lane 2, Joseph Kazicki, Stevens Point. Lane 3, Alexander Cayetso, Holman. Lane 4, Brock Hansen, Holman. Lane 5, Sean McDonald.
We got Brock Hansen out there in lane
Spring
4. Little bit of a lead, but all the boys once again here staying relatively close for the front 2 runners here. Looks like lane 4 and 5, Brock and Sean. Sean gets the turn first. And Sean's holding that lead there. Second in this heat, could be pretty tight. Lanes 3, 4, 5, or pardon me, 4, 3, 2 are all staying close, and hard charge coming from Joseph there out in lane 2 to come in second in the heat. Sean with a 108, 6-2, nice job. Nice drop for Sean. That's about a 4-second drop for him. Okay. And they're in. Pretty tight race here. Joshua Peters, looks like Nathan just out-touched him on that first 50. Tyler Size pushing hard there in lane 5. Daniel Lenz also going strong out in the far lane. See what we can do to finish up here. Everyone's pushing hard. Oh, and we got Nathan touched first. Daniel second. Tyler third. 105, 106, 106. Close race. Okay, final heat of the boys 100 breast. Top seed is Brady Wainapaw with a 57.29. Brady's got a good body length on the rest of the teams, but pretty tight for second right now. 27-27 for Brady on that first split. Still really tight for second. Brady's pushing hard here. Brady touches at a 58.01. And it looks like Paolo in second with a 102.79. And third is Landon with a 103.16. Good job, boys. Well done.
Would the head coach for Hudson and the following swimmers from the 100 backstroke please report to the dive well? Zachary Cahart, Aiden Pegnucci, Everett Harowski, Augie Castro, Jacob Faust, Tony Razik, Will Vanderman, and Jared Moss. In 7th place from Superior, Aiden Pagnucci. In 6th place from the Eau Claire Alliance, Everett Hodorowski. In 5th place from Hudson, August Castro. In 4th place from Stevens Point, Jacob Faust. In 3rd place from Stevens Point, Tony Razik. In 2nd place from DC Everest, Will Van Erman. And in 1st place from Hudson, Jarrett Mollis. I also have your team scores through the 100 backstroke. In 11th place with 33 points, Wisconsin Rapids. In 10th place with 51 points, Wausau. In 9th place with 61 points, the Holman Co-op. In 8th place with 77 points, the La Crosse Co-op. In 7th place with 108 points, the team from Superior. In 6th place with 121 points, the team from Chippewa Falls. In 5th place from Marshfield with 200 points. In 4th place with 241 points, the team from DC Everest. In 3rd place with 250 points, the team from Stevens Point. In 2nd place with a score of 282 points, the team from Eau Claire. And currently in 1st place with 302 points, the team from Hudson. Thank you.
All right, final event of the day, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for hanging with us all day. Hopefully you guys have been able to enjoy the viewing. We got 3 in the water here. Wausau East-West, Chippewa Falls, McDonald, and Logan Co-op.
And in lane 5, the team from La Crosse, Joseph Duffrin, Parker Wolf, James Richardson, and Noah Stewart.
Once again, just like to thank the officials. Like to congratulate all the boys that have swam hard today, drop times, the coaches. Been a fun season for a lot of kids. Send off for a lot of the seniors. Shout out to the officials. Thank you for all the work that the officials do at these events. The timers. Last but not least, a shout out to Hewitt's Meats over in Marshfield, Wisconsin. Get your brats for the big game tomorrow night. And thanks to all the local businesses in Hudson that support the program, support the fundraising efforts, the ability for us to have the great technology that we do to be able to stream the events. Pretty solid lead here for Chi High. All right. Final leg here for all the boys in this race. And Chi High coming in. They'll get in just over 350. They'll have a finishing time of 3:53.86. Nice work. Final race of the day. We're going to get her done within 3 hours, even with the technical difficulties there. Once again, apologies for some of those challenges at the start.
With the head coach for Hudson and the following swimmers in the breaststroke, please report to the dive wall. Lenz, Ivins, Hayes, Swedland, Zhang, Bignays, Pagnucci, and Waitapa. And here we go, your results for the boys 100-yard breaststroke. In 8th place, from the lacrosse co-op, Daniel Lenz. In 7th place, from the lacrosse co-op, Nathan Ivins. In 6th place, from Hudson, Tyler Hay. In 5th place, from DC Everest, Adam Swedland. In 4th place, from Eau Claire Alliance, Zhao Zhang. In 3rd place, from Stevens Point, Landon Bicknays. In 2nd place, from Superior, Paolo Pagnucci. And in 1st place, from Hudson, Brady Wainapa.
All right, final race of this section meet and of the day.
This is Heat 2, final heat of the boys 400-yard freestyle relay.
Coming in, looks like Hudson has the top seed for today. Andrew Hansen's going to lead off for them.
Swimming in lane 1 for the Holman Co-op, Warren Granis, Seth Russell, Deacon Darnell, Danny Ott. In lane 2 for Superior, Joey Dizelle, Noah Bird, Eli Benson, and Paolo Carnucci. In lane 3 for the Eau Claire Alliance, Gabe Secker, Ben Torres, Zhao Zhang, and Jacob Rossi. In lane 4 for Hudson, Andrew Hansen, Jared Wallace, Grant Slavsky, and Brady Wayne. In lane 5 for Stevens Point, Connor Hoffman, Henry Bowling, Jacob Faustin, Landon Picknays.
Hudson's got a pretty sizable lead here.
Gressman, Zachary Kahart, Carson Klum, and Henry Howling.
Making sure that they get those transitions done.
In lane 7 for DC Everest, Wes Colley, Benjamin Sewell, Sean Mauer, Adam Smith.
Jarrett Mollis in the water for Hudson here.
Rapids, Josh Kunzer, David Lee, Bryson Hensley, and Alex Orville.
Looks like Eau Claire's in second, with Ben Mercatoris in for them. Right behind them is the Superior team. Nolan Bird in the water presently. But a few of the guys may have something to say out there in lane 7. DC Everest. Benjamin Soul out there. And Grant Slavsky's in the water for Hudson. Eau Claire is now in the water there. Eli, or looks like Zhao Zheng. Eau Claire still holding on to number 2 there. Out in lane 8, Wisconsin Rapids making a push. And for Hudson, Brady Wayne applause in the water. Jacob Rossi in for Eau Claire. Superior has Paolo Pagnucci in. Final swimmer out of lane 1 is Danny Ott. Paolo made a big strides there to catch up with lane 6, which is Marshfield and Henry Hilbelink. Hudson comes in with a 3:14.28. Eau Claire second with a 3:24.93. And Holman in with the final swimmer out there for Wisconsin Rapids in lane 8. That's a first for Hudson, second for Eau Claire, third for Superior, fourth Marshfield, DC Everest in 6th, Stevens Point in 5th. And that is a wrap, ladies and gentlemen. We will get some times for you here, final scores for all of the teams, and we'll let you know who the section champ is for the 23-24 Hudson sectional meet.
We will have the results for the 400 free relay and your team scores in just a moment. Would the head coach for Hudson and the following relay teams please report to the dive well? Chippewa Falls, Holman, Alaska, DC Everest, Stevens Point, Marshfield, Superior, Eau Claire, and Hudson. here's your results for the boys 400-yard freestyle relay. In 8th place, the team from Chippewa Falls, Colton Irwin, Jackson Simonson, Hayden Kidd, and Jackson Blake. In 7th place, the team from Holman, Alaska, Warwick Rannis, Seth Russell, Deacon Durnell, and Danny Ott. In 6th place, the team from DC Everest, West Poly, Benjamin Sewell, Sean O'Donnell, and Adam Swedland. In 5th place, the team from Stevens Point, Connor Hoffman, Henry Bowling, Jacob Faust, and Landon Bicknays. In 4th place, the team from Marshfield, Ryan Grassman, Zachary Cahart, Carson Klum, and Henry Hilbelink. In 3rd place, the team from Superior, Joey Duzell, Nolan Bird, Eli Benson, and Paolo Pagnucci. In 2nd place, the team from the Eau Claire Alliance, Gabe Secker, Ben Mercatoris, Zhao Zhang, and Jacob Rossi. And in 1st place, the team from Hudson, Andrew Hansen, Jarrett Mollis, Grant Slavsky, and Brady Wainapa. We also have team awards. Y'all ready for this? In 11th place with 47 points, the team from Wisconsin Rapids, Lincoln. In 10th place with 69 points, the team from Wausau East-West Co-op. In 9th place with 88 points, the Holman Co-op. In 8th place with 118 points, the La Crosse Co-op. In 7th place with 143 points, the team from Chippewa Falls. In 6th place with 157 points, the team from Superior. In 5th place with 241 points, the team from Marshfield. In 4th place with 286 points, the team from DC Everest. In 3rd place with 297 points, the team from Stevens Point. And in 2nd place, the sectional runners-up with a total points of 331, the Eau Claire Alliance. And in first place, with 384 points, your sectional champions, Hudson. Great job to all our swimmers, divers, and coaches today, and best of luck to those individuals continuing on to the state tournament next weekend.